Hi, I'm Madeline Evans. Everybody calls me Miss Maddie, and I teach all of the art classes here in the high school, Art 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for the incoming freshmen, if you're in eighth grade now and you're coming in, you'll be in Art 1. So for my Art 1 students, we don't just do one thing, we go through several different projects. I like to take my Art 1 freshmen through different mediums. So mediums are things that artists use. So pencil, graphite, charcoal. We also paint. We also do sculptures. And then at the end of the year, I do let my Art 1s experience ceramics. So that's something that the Art 1 students really like. They like to do the hands-on stuff. So we do a bunch of everything. So if it's not just drawing, it's not just painting, it's a big world of, you get to experience all of it. My favorite type of art style is ceramics. I do like creating. I like sculpting. I like building. I will say I like it all, but if I'm just doing something for myself, personal, I would prefer building, ceramics, using clay, any kind of modeling, things like that. So if you make it all the way to Art 4, which everyone is invited and anybody can come into Art 4, my seniors, they are focused more on careers. So that gets them ready for the outside world. So if you're going to college or if you're wanting to build your portfolio to possibly go to a job interviews, things like that, I take my Art 4s through things like fashion design, interior design. We do a little bit of graphics. We do child book illustrators. So you get a well rounded view of what you could possibly do as a job, as a career, and make money for it. My Art 4s now, they're going through different stages of art time periods. So they're having to recreate that. And so that could be something that they could use in the outside world. So, if you are a little bit hesitant about coming into art, do not worry about having talent. Um, Art 1 is not about having talent. Everyone is welcome. If you can't draw, if you only think you can do just stick figures, that is okay. That is what I'm here for. That's my job, to help you to get better, to learn art. Okay, it's an art form. You practice it just like you practice basketball, just like you practice baseball. You have to practice with your art. So if you're nervous or if you're like, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that, that's okay. Please come and see me, please. If you want to at least try the class, it's okay to just try it for a semester or even just a year. We have a great time. I have fun. It's a really relaxed environment, and you do learn a lot. So it's okay if you feel like you're not the best. That's what I'm here for. Thanks so much for listening to me about all of my art things in my art world. If you want to come by and see me, I'm always open to talk. Or if you want to just come by and see what my students are doing, anyone is welcome at any time.
Hi, my name is Robbie Hunter, and I'm the cosmetology instructor, and I teach all levels of cosmetology, 9 through 12, here at Rains High School. The program does is it actually gets you salon ready. So, like this particular year, we have 8 that are actually graduating and will be licensed by the time they get their diplomas. So, the whole purpose of this program is to have you salon ready. And in some of the projects, we're doing nails, we're doing perms, colors, so you're completely ready for a full service salon when you graduate and licensed. Look at what we have to offer, and we're going to be able to address all the needs of the beauty industry. I have some now that are actually going to become tattoo artists after they get their cosmetology license, because it all works hand in hand. I have some that are going to be nurses. They're going to get this and finish high school, and then they're going to go to college and get their nursing. We have some that's looking at both the cosmetology and the EMT program and trying to do both of them, because they kind of work hand in hand. So I'm going to get you licensed and salon ready and job ready. Then you take your college career and you're going to be able to work into a salon to help support the need. The program is we're creating a program that is going to be very strong here at Rains ISD, and we're actually looking in the future to add the barber program. So what I want to say is you're coming in as we're reinventing the courses and reinventing the program. So, you're going to grow for the next 4 years with our department. we are actually open once a month as a salon and open to the public. So you're getting that hands-on experience. So not only are you going to come in and learn the beauty industry, but you're actually going to be actively working in a salon your next 4 years at the department. So yeah, that's what's going to make it fun and interesting for you. We're open the second Saturday of every month when, of course, we're not struck by the COVID. So we're going to reopen in March. But it's literally the students book their own appointments, and they're booked from the time that they get there. We're open from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and it's full service salon. So you can get your hair done, you can get your nails done, pedicures, manicures. And so what that does is it creates the experience for the student of an actual salon environment. And when I say that we have an actual salon environment, we're completely booked through March with every chair full. We have 12 stations that are double booked on this Saturday, and we can generate doing $5 services anywhere from $800 to $1,200 off of $5 services. So you can imagine how busy they are. It's fun. Music's playing. Parents are having a blast seeing their kids actually work in a salon and what it is like. We have someone running the front desk that is student operated. We have someone in the dispensary that is student operated. So every part of that Saturday, I'm there to make sure everything goes out the way it's supposed to, but it's literally ran by the students. I hope to see everyone in cosmetology next year. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to explain to you what is very passionate to me, and that's the cosmetology department at Rains High School.
Hey guys, I'm Mr. Lance. I'm the theater production, and AV production teacher here at Rains High School. So with these 3 different classes that I teach, let's start off with theater. In theater, if you're interested in acting, getting the acting basics, and we also have after-school productions throughout the year. Last year, we had 9 different productions. This year, we honed it down to 4, and next year, we're also looking at 4 wonderful productions, and hopefully next year, we're going to have a popcorn theater, which is going to be super exciting. So if you're interested in going on Broadway or the stage, please sign up for my theater classes. It's going to be very, very exciting. Moving on to theater production, if you're interested in behind the scenes of the stage, if you want to learn lighting, sound design, costumes, everything that it takes behind the scenes to get a Broadway production up and running or off-Broadway production, this is exactly the class that you're looking for. So we have tons of projects throughout the year in theater production to help make sure you have the knowledge and skills needed to make it. Finally, we have AV production, which is super exciting. In AV production, if you're interested in being a content creator for YouTube, what we do there is we have, of course, our Wildcat Legends news every single week. So if you're looking at being a newscaster, we can teach you how to do that, as well as jumping into our Wildcat world. So we'll be interviewing students. So if you have certain interests from music to movie reviews to behind the scenes things here at Rains High School, we'll be covering those with our YouTube channel, as well as making small short film contests such as the UIL Film Contest, which is super exciting. So please, if you're interested in making movies or being in theater, please sign up for one of my classes. My name is Mr. Lance, and I cannot wait to see you next year.
Hi guys, I'm Miss Wiley. I teach newspaper and yearbook. Well, for newspaper, we have 2 different things going on. We do a weekly newspaper where we update everybody on everything that's going on in the high school, with sports, with anything going on in the counseling center, anything going on in the just daily ins and outs of the high school. We always do we do weekly shout outs. If anybody has something you want to shout out to a friend, tell them happy birthday, anything in the menu, anything going on. If there's a special thing, we have like something special going on next week, a presentation, so we always try to give you that. If there's any kind of, if we're having a holiday, they put that in there. So just anything going on throughout the week. And then we do a quarterly newspaper. The weekly one's online. We do a quarterly newspaper, and that comes out every 9 weeks. And that is one that's actually printed out that you can hold and look at. And we have group of students who work on that, and they go around and take pictures. They do interviews. They interview students. They interview teachers. They interview coaches, and they'll have features in there, and it's printed out, and they hand that out to students to actually hold and look at, and it's more like an actual newspaper that they give out 4 times a year. So that's pretty fun. Yearbook is something that we just really enjoy. It's a lot of fun. We do the whole district, so we cover all the way from the Child Development Center and the babies all the way up through senior year. We do pictures at any event that we know about, we try to cover. So we'll do stuff at the elementary anytime they have any kind of, they do their morning meetings at the elementary, so we try to get over there and cover those. In the past, we've covered the elementary and intermediate talent shows. We do junior high sports and anything going on over there. And of course, all the different things that go on in the high school, all the sports, all the theater shows, any of the student council events, basketball games, football games, volleyball games. We have a powerlifting meet coming up that I have a student going to take pictures. All the UIL events, we try to have someone there. Just everything going on. So all these pictures that we have, we put them together into pages of the book, and you get to build your pages, add your captions, and tell what's going on in the pictures, and you just build a whole story and the history of the year that's going on throughout the year. And then for our seniors, it's a really great memory book to tell. We do focus a lot on the seniors, and you get to tell a lot that from the very beginning, their senior breakfast, the senior circle at homecoming. Right now they have some stuff going on with FAFSA, and they're taking pictures for when they get all that information done. Miss Penny, our counselor, does a lot of great things with them that we try to document. And they have senior ads that the parents and friends buy for them, and we build those and just make it a great memory. It's just a history book that we get to build for our district, and people buy and have a memory for the rest of their lives. So that's a lot of fun. Thanks, guys, for learning so much about newspaper and yearbook and everything that we do, and we hope to see you soon.
Hi, I'm Robert Fisher. I teach the Ag Facilities and Ag Power, which are the Ag Mech classes, which is where we build projects. Okay, so the reason to join my classes, it's because mine are the fun classes. We get to build stuff like grills, fire pits, trailers, and then we get to use them. So you can't build a grill without testing it. So I mean that's a good thing to end up with. For next year, we want to have projects for our county show and into the majors. Now with that, the kids who are in the classes, it doesn't matter if it's grandpa, mom, dad, aunt, uncle, or just family friend. If they have something that they would like built and they would sponsor, then we can build that throughout the year, take it to show. You get out of class. Main reason I teach what I do, we get a lot of time out of class. We get to go to the shows. We get to go experience new restaurants. A lot of people don't get out much. So we get a chance to go travel, go to Houston, San Antonio, San Angelo, and have a good time. All right, prerequisites. You're going to start as a 8th grader or as a freshman in principles. Now, once you've taken principles, you can move into the Intro Ag Mech, and that's where you'll learn your basic welding to go into my courses, which are the advanced welding, to where we'll be building mostly projects. This year, we put on our 5th annual trailer build-off. Those are contests where we get to go and in one day build a complete project, either a trailer, a smoker, fire pit, whatever else. Now with that, you're able to go and get at some of these contests, get a certification for welding. So you can get scholarships, certifications. When we're about to take a 24-foot cattle trailer that a student has built, and he is going to try and win scholarships. There's great prizes, Houston, San Antonio Ag Mech shows, but the main thing is scholarships. Gives us a chance to get some extra money to go after high school. And I hope to see you in my classes, of course, but I'd love to see you in any CTE course that we offer. And if you ever have a question about them, please come talk to me.
I am Allie Carver. I teach Introduction to Culinary Arts, Advanced Culinary Arts, and Food Science. So the projects I really emphasize on are mainly prepping and participating in food labs, which is where we're going into the kitchen and we're actually cooking different snacks or meals. So our end of the year project, which we haven't covered yet, is going to be our food truck project. So they create their whole project of developing a food truck business plan, menus, advertising, and then they'll eventually get to cook one item on the menu and have teachers and admin come in, try their food, and vote on their favorite. Some dishes from the past projects that we've done has been fettuccine alfredo, street tacos, and fried chicken. So I really let the students have full reign and full creativity on whatever they do. And then we come together, do check-ins and follow up throughout the whole entire project. And then some other just small food labs that we do are gingerbread houses, more for the end of the semester, first semester around Christmas time and finals, kind of relax and have fun making the homemade gingerbread and icings. We also, on our produce unit, get to make fresh salsa, so practicing all of the knife skills that we've covered a couple weeks before that, and then making the fresh salsa. We play around with bread, so we've made homemade breadsticks before. We're going to be making fruit salad, something with protein. We pretty much cover every type of food that we can in all of the classes, and it's just the more advanced you go, the more advanced the dishes will be. Being able to learn and build your skills in the kitchen, that way when you go home every day, you're able to help your family, cook dinner for your family, and just feel really accomplished at the end of the day, knowing that you've learned a new lifelong skill. You can become a ServSafe certified, which is fully certified to be a manager of a restaurant. In FCCLA, which is a student organization through culinary arts and other family and consumer science classes, you can actually form a small group or compete individually and do mystery box challenges and cook for hundreds of people in front of judges in different schools all around our area for the state of Texas, and then even if you advance far enough, nationals. Thank you so much for listening to me talk about culinary, and I hope to see you in my class next year.
Hey everybody, my name is Mr. Curry. I'm the band director here at Rains High School. And if you're a current 8th grader and you're already in the band, we definitely want to keep you in the band program because you're going to get to do a lot of different stuff. Of course, you would be enrolled in the band class, which is first period, but we also have an additional class called Instrumental Ensemble, which is kind of a secondary class where you can work on solos or ensembles or prepare for all region. Being in high school band is a lot of fun because you get to go to more events. In the fall, of course, we have marching band, and you get to go to marching contests, not only UIL, but we go to some individual invitational contests. And we also go to all the football games, home and away, and perform at halftime, and we cheer on the team during the game as well. Throughout the season, we start preparing for all-region auditions, which a lot of you guys know about that have already been in band. And we work towards a Christmas concert towards the end of the fall semester. In the spring, we have concert band, which is mostly what you've been doing at the junior high, but we do a little bit more difficult music. And we also take a trip in the spring. This year, we're going to Corpus Christi, so it's a lot of fun. So with band, if you learn to play your instrument at a proficient level, which if you go with us to contests, you're going to be learning your instrument at a proficient level. Once you get to become a senior, you have the opportunity to audition at a college or university to be a part of a university band program. They offer scholarships, and usually those scholarships are performance-based, which means the better player you are, the more money you get. And it also depends on your major. If you decide you want to major in music and be a performer, a teacher, you'll possibly get more money. But even if you don't major in music, I know there's a lot of schools around here, universities and two-year schools, junior colleges, that will offer you scholarship money just to play in the band, and it will help pay for your tuition, help pay for your books, and maybe even your room and board. In the summertime, of course, we have summer band. So if you're an 8th grader that's going to be moving up to a freshman in high school band, we have summer band rehearsals, preparing for marching band, and actually we'll get that information to you at the end of this year. But we definitely have an active summer. You still get a break, but we do several things over the summer in preparation for marching band in the fall. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening to my segment about the Rains High School Wildcat Band. Once again, we want everyone who's been a part of the band to stay a part of the band. You do have a lot of opportunities here at Rains High School, but we definitely try to work so that you can be a part of many things. And just looking forward to seeing everybody, and have a great rest of your year, and good luck.
Hi, I'm Sherry Cockrell. Next year, I'm going to start a new program called Education and Training. I'll be teaching Principles of Human Services, which is a foundational course that covers all kinds of jobs. Then I'll be doing Child Development. And the next course in the series is Instructional Practices. This course is really cool because you don't only get to learn about being a teacher in the traditional setting, but you also have non-traditional elements, like if you were going to be an instructor or a trainer in the corporate world, perhaps for the military, in community outreach programs, nonprofits, and things of that nature. So it's very exciting. Part of it is in the classroom, and part of it is actually hands-on out around our school community. And finally, we'll start a practicum of education and training where students actually learn how to do lessons and present lessons in different parts of the school community. Another thing that we might think about doing is having the Instructional Practices students have a parents' night out so that they would be able to take kids and use the things that we've learned in class, which would help them not only with what they're doing, but I would want them to do their own promotion so that they would get that corporate experience as well. And I think all the students would enjoy it. I love teaching the courses that I am because I enjoy people, and I'm very much about creating community. Wherever you are, I believe in creating community, and I have an opportunity to invest in these students. They feel loved, they feel accepted, and hopefully they're learning to pass those same qualities on to others. I feel it's really important in our world today to be able to not only stretch ourselves, but to stretch people around us. I read something last week that said, good leaders get better, but excellent leaders create other leaders, or something of that nature. And that's what I would like to do in these classes, is to create other leaders. You're going to love being in my class. I keep you busy all the time. It's fun. It's interesting. You're going to feel better. My goal is for you to feel better when you leave my classroom than you did when you came in. You do not want to miss it because it'll be the ride of your life. Thank you so much for listening today about the courses, a little bit about me. I can't wait to see you in class because you're going to love it.
Hi, I'm Miss Bisbal. Next year, I'm going to be teaching floral design, advanced floral design, livestock production, greenhouse production, animal science, as well as a practicum in agriculture leadership class. For you freshmen that have already taken Principles of Agriculture, you can get into floral design, you can get into livestock production, greenhouse production, and as well as advanced animal science. Students love to jump into doing Flower of the Month, so every class we're doing arrangements. We have to produce arrangements every single month and get those out, as well as class arrangements that they get to keep themselves and take home. In livestock production, we're going to look at reproductive systems. We'll pull apart stomachs and compare grass-fed versus grain-fed stomachs and look at the insides and see how those are different. In greenhouse, we're planting seeds. We're harvesting them from fruits and vegetables. We're figuring out what we need to do to make those grow and how to actually regrow from started plants. I love being able to do different things from different class periods, going from floral design to animal science, and just being able to switch things up and teaching real life skills that students can take out and go and take to a job and be ready, have those certifications in their hand when they graduate, say, I'm ready to go and do this job because I've done it in high school. Right now, they can get their level 1 certification in floral design. If they're in advanced floral, they can aim for their level 2 certification. And then in advanced animal science, once they complete that and they take practicum and vet med, they can actually get their CVA certification. So they can go and get their certified veterinary assistant certification, where they will observe in a vet office for 300 hours. You're going to learn a lot of things that you can do in the future, things that you can take for future jobs. Maybe it's your backup plan, your plan B, or maybe it's something you're really passionate about and you'll get that experience in high school and then take it on to college or take it straight to a career. I'm Miss Bisbal. Thanks for learning so much about CTE. I hope to see y'all all next year in my classes.
Hi, my name's Janice Rouse. I'm a registered nurse and have been for about 40 years now. I have about 30 years experience in a large hospital in Dallas and about 25 years experience in school nursing. I did overlap at some point. I retired in May as the district's nurse, and I am teaching health sciences this year. And I'm really excited to be here. Next year, what we plan to do is put a fork in our pathway, so to speak. We have currently a health services pathway that for anybody interested in the health services, this is the program for you. Next year in our third session, we're going to split a little bit, and you can either go an EMT route or you can stay on the health sciences route. Right now we have our introductory class is called Principles of Health Science, and the second year class is called Medical Terminology. Next year, if you choose to go the EMT route, then you will take an EMT directed class, including an anatomy and physiology, that will prepare you your final year to do a little bit of work in the field and then eventually take your national certification and graduate with an EMT certification. If you choose to go more the hospital, doctor's offices, maybe you are interested in becoming an x-ray tech or a sonogram tech or a registered nurse or a physician, then you might want to go the opposite side of that, which is sticking with anatomy and physiology, your third course, but adding what we call health sciences theory. And it's a more advanced course after you've learned the introductory, which is Principles of Health Science, and then you've also learned the medical terminology that goes along with what you're going to be learning. In health sciences theory, we get really deep into the health sciences, and you're going to be learning a lot more detail about what is involved to become a healthcare provider. Your final year will also be practicums, where you may go to a local hospital and do some on-the-job training or shadowing of a healthcare professional. And then you can also, at the end of your last year, take certification to be able to graduate with a phlebotomy certification, which a phlebotomist is someone who draws blood, either in the hospital or for a blood bank, working in a lab. And it's just an opportunity to have a certification, so when you graduate and you choose to go on to college, you can actually be working in the healthcare industry with a certification while you're working on an advanced degree. So we have a lot of opportunities coming next year. This is only right now, it's second year in the making, and we're really excited of what's to come. And if you have any interest in the health sciences at all, becoming a healthcare worker, a doctor, a nurse, a medical technician, the field is endless. There's literally hundreds of opportunities to work in the healthcare industry. If you have an interest at all and you're serious about it, then this is something you need to take. I hope to see you next year.
My name is Ms. Farrell. I currently teach wildlife, the work program, construction 1 and 2, and livestock production. So intro to to Ag Mech is actually going to be really fun for me. That's what I did all throughout high school, and that's what I actually went to college for. Taught principals whenever I was doing student teaching, and we actually had quite a bit of fun things that we did with that. The fun trips we go on, tell them about this fun stuff that we do, like the cutting boards, the building the fire, stuff like that. Thank you guys for listening. Once again, my name's Miss Harrell. I look forward to seeing you guys next year in my classes. Thank you.
My name is Crystal Machugimba. They call me Miss Crystal. I teach Principles of Business, Marketing, and Finance. I teach Accounting 1, Accounting 2, and Financial Math. So in the Principles of Business class, we just launched a school store. It's totally run by our students. It's called the Blue Market, where they're selling snacks and drinks. They've done a lot of research on it. They've kind of started from beginning, whereas they made their business plan and pricing and all that. So it's been a lot of fun and a lot of hands-on experience. So the awesome thing about the business classes is that it's for everybody. So it's not just, I know a lot of people think accounting, they think math, you have to be really smart. But it's good for a lot of the entrepreneurs, the kids that aren't interested in going to college but are interested in working for themselves one day. It's really for everybody. So next year will be our first year to actually have Accounting 2. I don't have Accounting 2 right now. This is the first time we've offered Accounting 1 in the last several years. So next year will be first year for Accounting 2. And then after the following year, we're actually going to have a practicum for our business classes, which will be really cool. So thank you guys so much for listening. I hope that you'll sign up for some of my classes, and I look forward to seeing you on the halls next year.
Hi, I am Mrs. Mulder, and I teach Graphic Design 1 and 2, as well as the Digital Media class. Some of the major projects we work on that kids really enjoy are personal logos, where they create a logo that symbolizes themselves. We also do logos for local businesses. We create web pages, all kinds of different digital media projects. They enjoy photography, videography, and things like that. If you really enjoy creating art on the computer, then my class is perfect for you. We do a lot of design and creation of different projects, artwork on the computer. If you're into digital art, it's perfect. My favorite thing about teaching this is every day is a different day. Every single student's project is different, and so it's fun to see all of their personalities come out in their work. All of my students that took Graphic Design 2 this year will be able to take Practicum next year, which is where they will actually work for a company or have some freelancing opportunities to actually get some experience in real-world scenarios. Thank you so much for listening.